Hi, interns. I hear your work on the project is going well. Here at Futura, we use models all the time. They are really important in our work. So today I want to explore with you why and how we use models. Sometimes models are physical, and sometimes they're digital. It could be an object, a diagram, or a computer program that helps us understand something by making it simpler or easier to see. At Futura, there are a few situations where we have to use models. Sometimes we use models when a system is too complex, and we only want to look at one part. We also use them when something we are testing takes too long or is too big or small. Another reason we use models is when something we are testing isn't safe. For example, say if Futura were hired to design a better airbag for a car. We would need to test it to make sure it opens quickly in a crash, but not so strongly that it causes extra injury. Testing an airbag on a real person would be very dangerous, so we would use a model of a human or a crash test dummy. Crash test dummies have sensors on them to gather data on the impact of the airbag. Using that data, we can see if the force of the airbag was too strong. If it is too strong, we can change our design and test again. We can eventually find a solution that addresses our goals. That was a physical model, but we can also use digital models. Digital models allow us to study things that might be too difficult to model physically. One example is a weather forecast model. Although there's no way to tell exactly what the weather will be like, we can enter data into a computer model that will predict what is likely to occur. Models are great, but all models have limitations or ways that they are different from the real world. If we're going to work with models, it's important to know their limits so we can understand what they are telling us about the world and what they aren't. For example, the crash test model might only use adult-sized crash test dummies, but in reality, there could be children in the car. So this model doesn't give us data on people of different sizes. This is a limitation of our model. Digital models can also have limitations. For example, a weather forecast model might say you need your umbrella, but you step outside in the morning to blue skies. The weather model is limited because weather in the real world is a highly complex system and is difficult to model with 100% accuracy. Models are still the best way to test ideas and products that can't be tested directly. But as you can see, it's important to consider their limitations. When you're working with models here at Futura, I encourage you to think about their limitations. What are they, and how do they affect the way you will interpret the data you collect? Your work is looking great, interns. Keep it up.